How's it going, guys? Today we're going to be talking about a lovely gentleman called the Death Guard Demon Prince. Stay tuned. Righto, so Death Guard Demon Prince. Let's go a little bit over his stats quickly before we get into too much detail. First of all, he has a movement of 8 inches, a weapon skill and ballistic skill of 2+, strength 7, toughness 6, 8 wounds, 6 attacks, a leadership of 10, and a 3+ save. Furthermore, he comes with Disgusting Resilient, Contagious of Nurgle, and a 5+ demonic invulnerable save. He has a Lord of the Death Guard aura, which is the reroll 1 bubble. And because he also has the Demon Prince word, it was worded in a certain way when this book came out, that you can only have either one of him or one of a Lord of Contagion. Lord of Death Guard in a detachment, but they've recently changed it so it's one Demon Prince and one of the Lords. So he can fill a mandatory HQ slot if needed. So he comes standard with a Hellforged sword and a Malefic talon, a single Malefic talon. Okay, so the Hellforged sword is a melee weapon. It gives him +1 strength, -3 AP, and a damage 3. And the talon is strength user, so he'll be the basic strength 7, -1 and 2 damage for that one. It has a bonus thing which gives him 1 additional attack though, with that weapon only. So he can keep the sword and have a Plague Spewer added, which is a flaming weapon. It's auto hits. It's 12-inch range, heavy D6, strength 5, -1. And it's also a plague weapon, so you can give it a buff with the what are they called? Totally having a mental blank. The deadly pathogens. So you can also upgrade his sword to either be an axe, which is +2 strength, but only -2 instead of -3. Still 3 damage, or you can give him a second talon. Second talon will give him 2 extra attacks instead of the 1. But he'll be rocking 8 attacks. That's basically options other than the wings. You can give him wings, which means he can't take the flame throwing object either. So the wings give him 10-inch instead of 8-inch move, and he can also get the fly keyword, so he can pass over models, terrain, things like that. So that's basically him straight out of the book page. Some of the other things that you can do with him. So deadly pathogens, the only one that you can upgrade, the only thing on him you can upgrade is his little flamethrower thing. Nothing else is a plague weapon. But in all honesty, I personally like to run wings. Warlord traits. So you can make this guy a warlord, or you can spend a CP to give him a warlord trait, as though he was a warlord. There's quite a few popular ones. One of the most popular ones is Hulking Physique. I actually also like to use this one. Gives him an additional wound, and it also means that anything... Rotten Constitution is one I like to give him. Hulking Physique's another good one though. I just totally ruined myself there. Anyway, that's life. Each time an attack is made against his warlord, an unmodified rune roll of 1 to 3 for that attack fails, irrespective of any abilities that the weapon or the model making attack may have. So essentially it's like putting transhuman on him. Being a dude that comes down with toughness 6, it's yes and no. Like it's good against some of the big heavy hitting stuff that's going to be going for him, like las cannons and things like that. But still, they're usually only going to be where to go to 3, so you're only denying the tiniest little bit. The Rotten Constitution, that's the one I often take. It gives him 1 more toughness, so he's now toughness 7. That's only really useful versus either strength 6 or strength 7, or strength 12 to 14, but you don't see a whole lot of that. Then the real reason you do take it though is it's anything with an armor penetration of neg 1 or neg 2 is made 0 instead. So a lot of those little chip away weapons suddenly become less useful. Now there's a relic that can pair well with this, which we'll talk about soon. Another one that's not too bad that I don't mind if I'm not running Morty is Revoltingly Resilient. That basically gives him the old Feel No Pain of 5+. That's another good one to keep him alive a bit longer. Also, he can be a good Arch Contaminator delivery system if you're not running something that can move around with your other core units. It's really all I'd probably go over from there. We do have some of the warlord traits that give the contagion auras. It depends if you've got nowhere else to put it in your army. He might be a place to put that, but typically you want him punching things in the face. So your relics, the one that pairs up beautifully with Rotten Constitution is the Suppurating Plate. This one gives the bearer a characteristic, a save characteristic of 2+, so that means that your 2+ isn't going to get negged back at all unless it's neg 3 or more. So most of the time you're either going to be saving 2+ or a 5-up invulnerable. Yeah, the other ones don't really do too much for him from that page. I do like the one from the Mortarian's Anvil. It is the Warp Insect Hive. Each time the bearer makes a melee attack, you can reroll the hit roll and you can reroll the wound roll. So, being a weapon that's not a plague weapon, you don't get any real rerolls from it. So what this then gives you is a reroll for that, and also his aura to reroll hits doesn't work on him because he's not a core. So this basically gives you rerolls hit to wound. It's like a little kind of tricksy way of getting that in there. And I've been running this quite a bit on my Demon Prince, and it's been really great. It's like most of the time I find I hit and wound with just about everything. Now you also got to remember too that with the Demon Prince, he doesn't lose his second Talon. So a lot of the time you'll just roll the 6th dice and forget about the 7th one, but he does actually get a 7th dice with a Malefic Talon. Okay. Yeah, so that's most of the bee's knees with the old Demon Prince. I'd like to see some comments roll in about maybe some other bits and pieces. I might be able to do like a summary at the end when I get through all the Death Guard units, so you guys can catch up on all the bits I might have goofed or missed. But yeah, the way I like to run mine, I go wings for the 10 inches, 10-inch move, and I can jump over things. That's the jumping over things is really where you want it for. I usually go the either Suppurating Plate or the Warp Insect Hive. Then I'll typically give him either what have we got? I can't even think of the name of it. I'm having a full mental blank. Either the Rotten Constitution, which is the usual one, but Hulking Physique's not too bad either. If you're running 2 Demon Princes. I forgot Psychic, quickly go with them. Usually go Miasma Pestilence for him, unless I'm running Mortarian, in which case I'll put that on him. It gives me neg 1 to hit in combat. The other one I don't mind is, which is Gifts of Plagues, no. That's the Curse of the Leper. That's one I won't mind doing. And Plague Wind's pretty good. All the killing ones. Go for some of the killing ones. And yeah, my thoughts on the Death Guard Demon Prince. Till next time.